Hello YouTube. So after seeing a lot of videos on Warmoth popping up in my feed, I thought it was about time that I gave a little bit of a video on the build I did with Warmoth parts. So I did a Warmoth Jazzmaster, and like many people who buy Warmoth guitars or parts guitars, excuse the noise, but I'm moving around my guitar here. I couldn't find what I wanted in the store. So I couldn't find a Jazzmaster with single volume, with my pickup selector here, top mounted without a top route, and direct mounted pickups, dual humbuckers, all those things, right? So I couldn't find that. So what I ended up doing is I bought a Warmoth Jazzmaster mahogany body, top routed with direct mount pickups. I had you have like three on a fender here, you have like three holes for your pots. I had it switched back to just the tone pot so that it moved my volume away from my bridge. And then I had selected the toggle switch. So this is a Switchcraft Gibson type style three-way switch that just switches back and forth between bridge, middle, neck. Pretty simple, straightforward, standard guitar setup, hip shot bridge. Everything on here as far as the hardware is hip shot. The neck is what they call a wizard, so it has a much thinner neck profile, kind of like an Ibanez. And I have an ebony fretboard with jumbo stainless frets, an Irvana Graphtec compensated nut, and then I have open gear hip shot tuners, which are absolutely beautiful and work flawlessly. So this is also a roasted maple neck, so there's no finish on this neck. It came raw, which any sheen that you might see in this is purely from the oil on my hands. As you can see, as you move towards the headstock there where I don't typically touch it, it's more of a matte finish. And as you move down into the area where the neck is held and played, it gets shiny. Just regular dot side markers, no lumen lays, nothing fancy like that. Bolt on. I did have them route a battery box for me, which I did not use because I couldn't decide or did not know at the time of ordering if I was going to go with active pickups or not, because I did entertain the idea of having either EMGs or Fishmans or something of possibly even the Seymour Duncan blackouts. But instead I opted for passive pickups, which in this case I have the Seymour Duncan Nazgul and Sentient pickup set. So the Nazgul is in the bridge, Sentient is in the neck. These sound amazing. At some point here in the near future, I will do a video with me playing the guitar so you can hear how it sounds. But it is very resonant on its own without any amplification. I don't know if you can see the figuring in the wood in this light. I'm going to try and get it better. I got to pick this piece of ebony when they made my neck. So it has some really cool wood grains and spots and stuff in it. The figuring is beautiful. And I wanted a guitar. I like wood grain guitars. So I wanted a guitar that was like this. I didn't want painted body. This is a tung oil finish. on raw mahogany body, and it turned out beautiful. I love the way that the grains in the wood turned out. It really pops. It has some really unique coloration in it. Jim Dunlop quick release strap locks here. I'm trying to think of anything else that I did on here. That 16-inch radius flat, so one straight 16-inch flat radius neck. Don't know if that's, I mean, I don't know. That's all the guitars, all the Ibanez type guitars I've ever owned had this kind of neck on it, so it's kind of why I went with that. But she's a beautiful guitar, plays extremely well. I cannot express how amazing this neck really is. It's the fretwork is out of this world. I was just watching a video the other day, and a guy had just done a video on the nut installation on his guitar. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to get this to translate, but there is no, I'm trying to get myself out of the light. There is no, as you can see right there, that joint between that nut and the guitar is flawless. There is no cracks, no glue, no, that thing is amazingly installed in there. This whole guitar is just outstanding. No sprouting. If you watch the video, and this is part of what prompted me to make this video, is the video that he did about their fret work and how they do their fret department and why they build their necks the way they do. This neck has not had anything done to it. I haven't taken it to a luthier and had it any crowning or any fret leveling or any of that. There's no buzz, there's no, I have zero issues with this guitar, zero issues with this neck. I put this all together myself, set it all up myself, did the intonation myself. And this guitar is amazing. Can't say enough good things about it, and I can say that I saved a lot of money building this guitar myself. This guitar could have easily cost someone, you know, I see guitars like this, for example, with roasted maple, ebony fretboard, stainless steel frets, Graph Tech nut, Seymour Duncan, all hip shot hardware, CTS pot, Switchcraft plug, input jack, I mean, Switchcraft switches, you know, all top notch, high rated electronics. And something like this has been, you know, could be anywhere between $3,000 to $5,000 in a shop where they build guitars, you know, themselves. Obviously there's a lot more work goes into that. They do all the work in-house. However, anyway, combating all of those things, I was able to get this guitar built for, you know, the neck and the body, and order all the parts and assemble it myself for around $1,200–1,300, which is nowadays entry level for a halfway decent guitar. And you still don't get stainless steel frets, you don't get hip shot tuners, you don't get hip shot bridges, you don't get the electronics. You may not even have a choice in Seymour Duncan or any kind of name brand pickup selection. So there's a lot of things, a lot of benefits to doing this guitar the way that I did it and the way that a lot of people, other people do it. And I think the reasons are valid in today's market. It's very hard to buy something of this level of quality without spending $3,000 to $5,000 easily. And I did it for a fraction of the cost. So this is my Jazzmaster, Warmoth Jazzmaster. And thanks for watching.